Here's our case corn head. There's Gary. Gary, how did all that dirt get in there?
Farming.
Damn it. Yeah, we got something new here today. We got these brushes, and they come in some great big boxes because I guess they don't want the brushes to get smashed. They lay them out with these cardboards, and on these there is a left and a right. Now the header's working a lot better than it did a year ago because of two reasons. We got these anti-chain skippers here, and we got the bigger spiral rolls there. So we're getting a lot more aggressive pulling action. However, we're still getting some loss just from shatter loss and general loss off the head. And these internationals are not the fastest to respond when you drop them a hole or something. So there's some washouts, the combine fall into, and poof, there goes the head. So I dig a little bit of mud out of it there. And we're gonna put on 2-row units of these. We're gonna see how we like them. I've had a lot of good things I've heard, but I've also heard one guy say that they cause a fluffing issue. But then again, down at John Deere, which is the dealer for those, they said how they can eliminate the fluffing issue because you're supposed to actually open your stripper plate just a hint wider. Now those brushes will do two things. They'll actually cause the header to be cushioned, and they'll also cause it to be more aggressive. So we're going to pick 2-row units here. We're going to try them. We're going to continue to do a few more acres so we can get that wheat planted, and then we're probably going to go to beans. So if we like what we see with these, we're going to go ahead and order the other 6-row units because it's down there $6,000 for the freaking head to put these on, like $5,800. And they have them in stock at the store. But instead of going gangbusters out of the gate, we're just going to gauge it cautiously. So I'm going to pick 2-row units here. We're going to get them installed and see how it goes. Well, this tool, this funky looking thing with a pipe and over center deals, it actually takes these chains off. It's kind of cool. It's these little skip stoppers right here. You put this pipe through that loop like that, and then you just pop them right off, which is easier done when you're not trying to hold a camera. So we're going to put these chains, these special chains, on this very left end so I can see them out of the cab up there. And we're going to clean some of this mud and crap out here. I'll pick this back up as soon as I start tearing these down. Okay, now we got that tool mounted on there. It sits over the edge here, and you put on the nut there. And what it did, we took these off. So it compresses that chain. Now you got to bring that chain off of that sprocket, Gary. That's about as good as it gets. Up and around like that. Then you shove it up there. But these snouts, if they would go up just another inch or two, which you can rock them just like that, or get your shoulder in there, you can actually get the chain right in there, but when that snout's down, it won't. Just the play in the hinges is enough to offset it. So it takes about 3 sets of hands or a good strong shoulder. So that's all there is to taking the chain off of this. We're going to continue to clean this crap out of here. These original Case IH chains, I think if you count the pins between the lugs, there's like 6, but then there's 2 special ones that have 7, and they're a timed chain. You can set them up so that they're together like this, according to the book. You can set them so they're together like this, or in a staggered pattern. And there we mark the special lengths when we're putting these together so that they stay in time. But you can set this so like this one would be here and this one would be here. Depends on what kind of aggressive feeding ash you got. Personally, I like them, if you're going to run factory chains, I like them coming together because that stalk has a very hard time getting back out of there. Now, where this header's having a few issues is getting enough wear on it that these things are just a slide-in deal. But this metal in here gets marred up enough that when you put that tool on it, has enough, flex and give, it'll bind. instead of just, sliding free floatedly. And you can see that wear on the edge there.
Plates need replaced.
Well, I think maybe it's more on this. It could be a combo. But it's a good design, but it doesn't have very good wear characteristics. So we'll get this cleaned up, get the new brushes in, or see how they go here. Okay, those are on. And the only thing we have a question on here is they have the uneven links. So you got 3, and you'll have 4. Well, it says overlapping pattern. So there's our overlap. The brooms come together. According to what the information we have, we've done it correctly. And then it stays in unison as they come around. Because if you end up with a 3 and a 4 count, or you get your stagger off, you'll end up getting your 3 and your 4 count off. But you can clearly see, as Gary struggles here without my help. Gary, would you rate this on a pain in the ass scale of a 10?
Not quite 10.
Oh, more like a 7?
Maybe 6.5, 7.
Oh, just a 6.5. It isn't that bad then. Gary's seen worse. If they just made that stupid hood a half an inch more. But you can see how these create a pretty solid web there. I mean, you get your finger in it. It doesn't, it's going to grab. Whereas a regular chain, you got these coming together, but you got steel here which bounces kernels, and you can see the kernels in the head that came off. I think that's really going to clean that up nice. There's a no. Kind of reminds me of one of them golf ball polishers, though. But as you can see, is that ear of corn, which we found one back there. As that's coming down the stalk, it's not only gonna hit that steel and shatter kernels, it's going to cushion it. And look at that, you can knock them kernels out of there. And they sit there right on top of the brushes. So I think they're gonna pay for themselves. They say you can get about 2.5 years, or at least our size farm, you get about 2.5 years out of them. The idea of the curved stripper plate, John Deere's are square. The idea of curved was because the ear of corn's round and it sits on it. Whereas square supposedly makes a sharper edge. Gleaner used to use square, but they put a little rounded stalk on there, and it helped the kernels go sliding up inside.
That sounded funny.
Sliding up inside? Or the kernel?
Yeah.
Colonel Sanders?
Yeah. Help with this here clean up.
Yeah, it's I cannot believe, it's not that damn many acres for how much shit gets in his head. But we're gonna see how these spin up. I think they look promising. I'm excited to try these, and we'll get some feedback as we go to the field here the next day or so. Okay, so I got out here and I cleared the first 3 rows. There's a row with the brooms. There's a row with the brooms. There's a row with not the brooms. And I cleared the trash back around the stalks. There's one kernel. There's one. Now you get over here where this row went. Kernels. Now, obviously we're standing in front of the duals, so you can see them back there too. So it's not coming off of the, or out of the rear of the machine. The losses are not occurring from the rear of the machine. They are occurring in front of the machine. So, I think they look pretty good. I think that, this is a 50-foot trial here, but I definitely noticed a little more trash in. Well, maybe, I don't know. You can see the trash intake over there. It's pretty heavy too, but you can see there's a kernel there stuck into the brooms, and what definitely stops that from jumping. So yeah, those are looking good there. Now over here where you don't have it, you can see that what's occurring is, look at this crap. I mean, there you got a harvested ear right there. Then you get back here and you got a stalk that's in there. But look at that, it's in the first inch of those damn knife rolls. That's what I keep talking about. There's the first crush right there. First crush is in that first inch of that freaking knife. Now it's supposed to continue to walk that on down to the back. But those knives do not work. That envelope of time, I use quotes around, is a load of shit. If anything, I would say that this actually looks superior because, as you can see, the stalk's coming, it's only this high, but it's coming down and it's mid point. So they say you want to snap between half and then on the way back. Now, those ears are riding the brooms, and they're riding it in a way that's keeping a soft dead glow there. So I'm gonna go around a little more. I think they look promising. I'll do some more research and find out. Okay, well, it's a little early and I haven't done hardly any acres, but I'm running the jack shaft at the RPM that they requested I use. And from what I could tell early on, is that over here you can see some just some corn, like just popping, a little bit of popping going on, and that's just where those ears hit, and they hit that steel and they explode. Now over here where I got the brooms, I'm not seeing that occurring. Now I know that there is a difference the way you're supposed to run this head. Whereas you're supposed to run the header at a certain RPM range, and you're supposed to operate this header in a way that, a little wider deck plate spacing. You use the brooms, it makes a different header out of it. So it's a little hard to tell, when you got a partial, partial head with a broom, and then you got a partial head without. So, I guess my results will be inconclusive unless you could do you could either do like half, well, you need to do the whole head or no head. You need to run if you want a perfect example, I guess you run one header with it, one head without. But like I say, I'm having to fudge some settings. Now, I can definitely tell you that the location, you're supposed to have your corn, it's supposed to be pulled off the ear at about half to 3/4 of the way back. But what I'm seeing with the regular chains is I'm seeing the maybe a quote premature snap, and with the brooms, it actually is, and I just talked about that, it's carrying it, to the back where it needs to be. Now here is where the 12-row planter came through. Oh yeah, those are like 10 times more aggressive. See how much corn I can knock down here. I'm not on the row, I'm just out here jacking around trying to do experiments and talk on the camera. So you guys beat me up for my operational errors, but yeah, I like them. Right up there, if you see something red in the background, we'll talk about that tomorrow's video. It's here, so anybody that didn't listen to what I got, it's here. Anyway, I think they're a win. I like the way that they're working already, and I would say, just based off the 15 to 20 minutes of use, that we should go ahead and order the remaining amounts of them, because I think that's a victory. Now I'm going to slow the head down, do some more experimenting. I'll have more for you guys in the future on these, and I really wish we could have got the chain rolls. They're still in experimental phase through Yeild C360, and I'll explain some of that maybe in an upcoming video here, because there's a lot of harvest videos coming. But yeah, what I'm seeing that they're producing of their products, I think it looks really good. What? Just nails that down corn. So I like it. I would recommend them. Oh, I wish we did not have all that freaking ruts out here. So, stay tuned for more Harvest videos. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'm going to cut this video. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. It's big, it's red, it's here. Suspense builder. And see you guys in the next video. Well, I'm headed home for the evening. And I was going to end the video just talking about those brushes. But I'm sure everybody's been watching this Judge Kavanaugh deal been going on. And I like to kind of throw my 2 cents into these videos. What a racket. That whole deal that's going on. They have this lady that's came forward, has claimed that she's been raped at the age of like 14, but miraculously didn't turn it in for 36 years. Now, one of the biggest questions I have that comes to mind is if this lady was supposedly raped, number one, why the freaking hell didn't she turn it in right? I mean, now she turned it in just before the Supreme Court justice deal takes place. Oh, I couldn't bear him taking this position and job. If somebody raped you, I would think that you couldn't bear him just being out there, not behind bars. And furthermore, how the hell did she get into the Congress floor so quickly? You know, if I were to call in a 40-year-old burglary to my house, oh my God, these people burglarized me 45 years ago, but I can't continue to live with it. I've been living with it this long. I need to talk to Congress. You know what? The cops wouldn't even, they'd probably think you're prank calling them. So who the hell did she get a hold of? I mean, she'd call her local sheriff's department or her local police department. They instantaneously, we got to rush you the president. I don't think so. What a crock of crap. The media is so damn crooked, and they've got this crap so sewn up. They wanted to make a big publicity deal out of it. And furthermore, they say this guy is pretty conservative, and the Democrats, and actually the left-wing freakos, they're just tearing this guy a new one. And these left-wing people, they want everybody to be, you know, equal and sharing and unhappy in this freaking frou-frou lifestyle that doesn't really exist. Yet at the same time, they get extremely violent when they don't get their way. So why would they, if this guy does get in there, which I think he did, I need to check the news here tonight, but if he did, why are the Democrats doing their best to piss him off? I mean, I'm sure he's going to have some lasting memories on this. I don't know. I'd like to hear what you guys think of it. Personally, I think it's disgusting. I think these women that come forward, if they find out it was a setup deal, or they ever find out there's any cash taken for any of it, or whatever, I think they ought to prosecute them to the maximum. It's disgusting. I mean, that's not politicking. That's straight up character assassination. Now, the last thing I was going to comment on is and I know the guy that's going to be running for Supreme Court justice, but the last thing I was going to comment on is how come this guy gets to go up before Congress, all this questioning, this hearsay slander, he said, she said, you know, gets held before Congress. Now, again, I understand this position, but you and I out on the street, Mr. Joe Schmoes, you don't even really have the right to a fair trial in this country, not to mention you're pretty much guilty till proven innocent. So, blows my mind that who you are and your clout and your level of superiority. So much for the all men are created equal. I guess it's you'll be passed through the system unless you're somebody of stature like a congressman. Then you can do whatever the hell you want, and the only thing you gotta hold at any levels your judiciary, judicial department. But Jesus, this country's imbalanced anymore. So. Anyway, that's enough. I wanted to weigh in on that today. Thanks for watching.